Hello. Oh, happy day. Oh, okay. We have good news. We have good news from Engoron. We it just breaking. Oh, it's glorious. Anyway, um, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going through the news with me and with each other. Oh, there's an Alfie. Um, the odd Alfie. Oh, the sweetheart. Oh, he's a sweetie. Yes. Okay. Anyway, uh, he's okay. He's singing the song of his people in the entrance hall where it echoes. Anyway, but thank you for being here. I'm literally here every single day of the year, every weekend, weekday, holiday, your birthday, my birthday. I am here. I'm here with you. So just leave your political questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America, feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who kept us safe for years. And we have got a fantastic community because of you and your kindness to each other, your kindness to me. Thank you. So, if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in or watch back on like 1.25 speed, whatever works best for you. I have to go see what's going on with him. Just 1 second. Actually, let me see. Do I have this? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hang. Okay. Let me make sure that's in the background. All right. Okay. I'll be right back. Oh, it's a kitty. No. Okay. Okay, I'm back. All right. So, yes, the kitty. He's fine. He's literally standing at the bottom of the stairs. Just meow, meow, meow. It's like, that's what he's doing. He's standing at the bottom of the stairs. Me, 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 me. It's all about me. I'm a cat. Anyway, all right. Let's get to the questions. All right. So, sorry, I can't. Now I'm just starting. I've got the giggles because I've got him back there. Okay, I think I can go on. All right. Happy birthday, Betty. Happy birthday. All right, let's go on because oh my gosh. Oh, happy day. Oh, Patricia, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Oh, Fuzzness, don't you start. Don't you start. No, don't you start. Oh, he's like, but, I want, no, just relax. Just, just relax. Just relax. Yes. Relax. You're fine. Just, or go over there. That's fine too. All right. They have both decided that they are, oh gosh. CC Ryder says, I just got a CNN news alert on my phone stating Navalny's mother says she has seen his body and is being blackmailed. Oh, jeez. That poor woman. Whew. Well, we'll, if there is something I was going to put in here on, we just wanted to mention something about Yulia Navalnaya's chart. Yulia. Navalnaya's chart. Okay. Anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there. But where we're going to start today is with somebody asked. I was having a quiet day. I really was. Tell me I haven't had lipstick on my teeth this whole time. Yeah, I do. Okay. Normally it is not quite this chaotic. But we'll get there. Anyway. All right. Okay. So at 6 minutes in, we're not playing right now, dear. All right. 6:15. So, I knew the other day, I mean, we all knew. I don't think it took any great insight that the other day when Trump's people were saying, we are prepared to put up the $453 million in bond so that I can appeal Judge Engoron's ruling in the Letitia James business fraud civil case. And we're prepared. We're prepared to do that. And Alina Habba went on, what is it, Fox News or wherever she was, going, well, I'm not going to get into the details of how that's being sorted out, but we're prepared to do that. And I'm like, you are not. First of all, that is a stupid amount of money. I mean, like, not stupid like in bad, like he absolutely should be held accountable for that. Okay. I've got 2 cats now acting up. I'm so sorry. Hang on, and then I'll be back. I'm so sorry. I can't concentrate. All right, hang on. Yeah, see? All right, hang on. All right. Okay, sorry. All right, it should be sorted out now. Whew, okay. All right. Let's take a deep breath. Now my father's dropping things. All right. Okay. All right. So anyway, now we're at 9. Now we're at 9 minutes in. Oh, I'm gonna have to put in the title to skip to 9 minutes in. Oh, the chaos. All right. So anyway, last week hello, Becca from House of Lenormand. Do follow House of Lenormand. Last week when Trump's people and Alina Habba were all saying that Trump completely prepared to put up the money or bond for $453.5 million so he could appeal. Absolutely. We are prepared to do that. And we were all just like, no, you're not. That is a stupid amount of money. Like, as in, not stupid, like he shouldn't be forced to pay that. He should. They're ill-gotten gains. he has to return them with interest. It's just a crazy amount of money. And when Trump sat there in court and said he had $400 million in cash, I don't know anybody who was like, oh, I'm sure he does. Has he been selling buildings or whatnot? Yes, he has. But he's burning through money like he's just set it on fire. Yesterday we talked about how the PAC set up to help fund his legal bills. It raised $8,500 in January and spent $3.9 million. He demanded a refund from some other PAC, and it's being paid in $5 million increments. That's the only thing keeping him afloat right now. His other PAC raised, it was something like $8 million, but they spent $11.5 million. It's just $400 million just sitting there. Get stuffed. No, you don't have that money. So anyway, we find out this morning that Trump's lawyers went to Judge Engoron and said, you need to give us an extra 30 days. And I'm just like, don't do it. I'm thinking, don't do it. Don't do it. Because you give him an inch, he will take a mile. And so just literally just before I came on, boom, headline. Engoron said, no delay. You want to appeal? You've got 30 days to put that money up. Or, correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa Graham, it isn't 9% interest every day. It's 9% APR. So it's annualized, but it's such a huge amount of money. It ends up being a huge amount of money and interest going up every day. So, yeah, Joyce Matthews says, so he's asking the judge he trashed during the whole trial. Yes, he is. And it's not working. What a shock. Is there a headline here on Apple News? No, it's okay. So it's not showing up here yet on Apple News, but I know there are links people have been bringing up. So anyway, so earlier when I heard, I was concerned about this, and we hadn't heard yet about what Engoron was going to do. So I actually pulled some cards, and I left them out because I was going to show you. Did I think, they're right here, and Sarah's my witness. I said, is Engoron going to allow Dumpy to delay? For the reading, I got the death card. The 3-card reading itself, I had legal silence, Trump the man, not the emperor, not the president, not even the CEO, the King of Pentacles. No. This is just Dumpy the man. Page of Wands. Diminished. So the cards were saying, nope. That's a big old no. That's a big Bugs Bunny meme going, no. I was like, okay. And then we got the headline. It's like, yes. Larry Murray says, I heard it was $86,000 per day in interest. It's a lot. It's a lot. So what's going to happen now? Amelia, yes, just some dude. Yeah, just some creep. Some disgusting creep with his disgusting family. I mean, the elder children. Baron's a kid. And Tiffany, I don't care. So, yeah. Oh, gosh. So, yes, Betty Cantrell, compounded. I just messed up my cards. Well, I messed up the top cards. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So that's upside down. That's upside down. That's upside down. That's upside down. All right. Fix that. Oh, thank you, Valerie. Late contribution to the Alfie Boo Boo swear jar. For them swearing, yes. Yes. Yes, Nellie. Is it Nifton? Is it Knifton or Nifton? Be better remember to take his ID to buy a loaf of bread. Yes. So, is it going to be able to come up with the money? Now, Linda H. said, he said on Fox, I've got lots of money, but the judge cannot take it. The judge is showing him. Oh, the sheriffs would have something to say about that. Now, I do need to know, there's one thing I don't know, so I'm going to ask you. I know that he has 30 days to put the money in escrow so that he can appeal the verdict. But is that 30? Oh, thank you, CC Ryder. But does he owe that money as like the penalty for the the penalty that in the ruling, is that due in 30 days? So if he doesn't appeal, does that give him more time? Or is it just he's got 30 days one way or the other? That I don't know. CC Ryder's pointing out that ABC News is saying former President Donald Trump owes an additional $87,502 in post-judgment interest every day until he pays the $354 million fine ordered by Judge Arthur Engoron in his civil fraud case. Okay, so they're not compounding the interest because the interest is backdated on that amount. So he actually owes over $453 million. So they're not compounding interest on that too? This is an interest on top of what came before? Or is it just interest? Anyway, it's a lot of money. it's a lot of money. And it makes me happy. Okay. To see this jerk being held accountable is all I want. I just want him in a court of law, in a fair trial, just being held accountable for what he's done in the way anybody else would. That's all I want. Emergency Remedial Truth, I love that. It says apparently Trump does not own Trump Tower. Some real estate management company owns most of it. Well, I thought it was one of his 500 LLC type things. Cindy says, and Dumpy can't file bankruptcy for the 7th time. Louis, that's possible. Maybe he can borrow the money from Melania's hairdresser. Nuclear Magenta, hey, says if he requires a bond, he will have to pony up 120% of the judgment. $1,500 LLCs, Betty Cantor. Thank you. 1,500, yes. Anyway, legal judgment. That is a legal decision. So, oh, glorious. An end to his thieving ways. Well, at least in these areas. There's America. There's his prosecution. Because there's criminal stuff coming on top of civil. All rancor, he's bigly mad. But, and also in going and asking for delays and things, trying to stir things up. There's the Thief card. There's the World card. Those days are over. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. So, all right, I'm just having a quick look. So does anybody know if he has 30, is it, I'm afraid I missed if it was in the chat. He has 30 days to pay the judgment period, or is it just if he wants to appeal? Kristen has news. New York Attorney General asked court to allow for the immediate enforcement of Trump's judgment. Will she get it? Immediate, let me put it, 2105. AG asks for immediate. CC Ryder says Engoron. Okay. Valerie Sargent, I agree. This is so fabulous. It's kind of like a bit of drinking from a fire hose at the moment, but it's just, thank you. I'll take it. Engoron ordered, CC Ryder says, Engoron ordered Trump to pay pre-judgment interest on each ill-gotten gain, with interest accruing based on the date of each transaction, as well as 9% post-judgment interest once court enters judgment. Nice. Linda H. says, in order to appeal, he has to pay the full amount plus the interest. Okay, that I think I had heard. I'm trying to find out if he doesn't appeal. Anyway. And where was it? Did I see something else? Just having a quick look. Oh, okay. CC Ryder says if he ends up losing an appeal, Trump will have to pay both the pre-judgment and post-judgment interest. Okay. So we don't know. So we just know it's 30 days for the appeal. Fair enough, because I don't know. But HG at 2240. This is so good. This is exactly what I wanted. Just this man to be held accountable. So the Attorney General has asked for immediate. What was the word? Immediate. SW says, I answered you 3 times. Sorry, it goes past very quickly. 30 days to come up with the money, period. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Okay. What was that headline again? Because I missed a word. AG asked for immediate, basically go after Trump's money now? Send the sheriffs in? I don't know. Let's see here. Just see what we've got. Boy, he's feeling beaten up. You did this to yourself. And then to go on national television and say that what's happening to him, where he's being held accountable for absolutely ill-gotten gains and being a thief, and says, he used it like a verb. It's a Navalny. No, you narcissistic PIG. I don't know, visualize 70. Man. Just James, she's not having it. And look, I don't know if she actually went in on one of the earliest days of the trial and sat there with a Starbucks and her shoes off, but I hope she did. That's what Alina Habbo was saying. Tisha James, she was in the courtroom and she sat there with a Starbucks and her shoes off. I would think they're not allowed to have drinks in there like that. And she seems rather professional to have taken her shoes off, but I kind of hope she did. And I hope she just very silently giggled through the whole thing, because it would have driven Trump Law enforcement coming for thee. Ask not for whom the bell of law enforcement tolls, Trump, for it tolls for thee. Cynthia O'Keefe said, Ben on Midas Touch said, no, fool, you're a Putin. There we go. All right, 2 of Wands. Oh, look, it's that thief card again. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 4 of... There's something here. He's going to try to do something sneaky. Okay, they're gonna uncover something else he's done. There's something screwy he's done. He wasn't honest in the financial reports. Shocking, I know. No, this, okay, the cards I'm getting are, this is the aggressive law enforcement. And here I'm getting, what he says doesn't matter. This is the thief card, but then I've got pages here. This is pathetic. And then this is lack of funds, miser. There's nothing. It turns out there's less there than what should be, or it feels like they're going to uncover something else. Oh, this just gets better and better. Oh, it just does. Oh, okay. Whew. Visually 70 says, sorry, I'm being a nitpicker, but then Jupiter is in Virgo in my birth chart. I have Saturn on my ascendant. I feel you. All right. Tavalis says, probably the Financial Monitor. Yes. Yes. Oh, this is lovely. Okay. So anyway, there's other stuff going on. I thought this was interesting because I had not thought this was possible, but apparently there's something here. At 27:45, the article I read this morning. Okay, so we know Judge Cannon, Loose Cannon, a disgrace to everything related to law in Florida, who's in charge of Trump's top secret documents case, right? And she has ruled for him over and over and over, most often making it a no paper rule. So nothing's actually written down so that Jack Smith doesn't have anything to take to the appeals court, who are basically her boss. Okay, so even though it is highly unlikely that May 20th is going to be when Jack Smith's top secret documents case is going to go on trial in front of Judge Cannon, it's still in the books. Judge Cannon has put quote unquote blocker spaces on her docket around that May 20th situation to seemingly keep other courts from scheduling trials for Trump during those specific times. But what I read is that there's a chance that Judge Chutkan in Washington, D.C., who Jack Smith is doing the January 6th criminal trial against Trump. Is Judge Chutkan in D.C.? Judge Chutkan might just say, yeah, I don't think you're going to do that. He might just go forward. He just might ignore it. Because normally the judges will tend to work together, but also there's a hierarchy. And federal cases come before state cases, and this kind of, they take priority. But in the Judge Cannon case is federal, but so is Judge Chutkan's January 6th case. Correct me if I'm wrong. So there's no inherent thing where Judge Chutkan has to say, oh, okay, then I'll wait. He could just say, nah. Now, going forward with the January 6th case. Oh, yes, Sheila the Quilter. Yes, number 6 is about Marjorie Trader Green losing her appeal today. It's a good day, I'm telling you. Supersede. Thank you, Laura Hammond Davis. Ooh, boy. So is Judge Chutkan just going to go, nope, we're moving forward? Is he just going to ignore all that and schedule, we're just going to ignore these and schedule how she wants to anyway? Is Chutkan a woman? How did I miss that? Why was I thinking Chutkan was a man? Huh. Well, now I feel like a goof. Judge Chutkan. Yes, of course it's a woman. It's Tanya Chutkan. Duh. It's been so long since we looked at her. My brain had... Oh, this is even better. Oh, more women holding Trump accountable. It gets better. It just gets better. Okay. I love it. I love it. Okay. So is Chutkan just going to go to Judge Cannon in Florida? Because apparently she could. She could say, nah, you're just wasting time. Partnership. And not between Chutkan and not between Chutkan and Cannon. This is partnership amongst people who actually want to see justice done, one way or the other. So, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. We have Dumpy, and we know Chutkan is a shill. Shill? Is that the right word? I'm having trouble wording today. No, she's she's not a plant. That's the word I'm looking for. Anyway. But they are coming for you, no matter how much you get, how upset you get. And I've got us being happy at the end here. So I've got your Jack Smith type right in the middle. So they can try to play games over here on Trump's side, but right in the middle, that's going forward. These are the games they're playing. But it ends up with us being quite pleased. The card for the reading is 2. So, agent, that could Bernadette Smith. That's a good word. So, Mimi Eichholz says, Chutkan to Cannon, when I see something on paper confirming a trial date, I will consider that you are serious. Oh, gosh. So, yeah. Amelia, yes, Truth Social went in 3, 2, 1, in all caps. All right. The January 6th case. Page of Swords. 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, King of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. I need some clarification here. The January 6th case being overseen by Judge Chutkan. Is that going to go forward sooner rather than later? In the interest of the country. Card for the reading it going forward because it was so awful and egregious. Oh, justice cards behind that. So those cards for the reading are really good. Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. Of course, they don't want to listen. Empress. It's good for the good of the country. You can't This is this big pentacle. This is, I have immunity. This is Trump and all of his stupid excuses and games. And see, I have it's like a card. I have a get out of jail free card. No, you don't. Well, I'm not going to play. I don't care. This is important. This is what I'm getting from Chutkan. This is important. This whole thing. You tried to overthrow democracy. And this needs to go to trial. Because the cards I'm getting here are all mostly seated. They're all sitting. Trump pretending he's sitting pretty, but in reality, it's not his financial life is just blowing up with reality. Oh, Kristen, thank you so much for the news. I'm getting overwhelmed a little bit. So if let's just not look at other stuff right now, please. Thank you. So that would King of Cups. That's Jack Smith. And again, the Trump situation is bad, but these are mostly can also be a jury seated when I get a lot of seated cards. But she's serious about moving forward. So I don't think I'm getting straightforward energy on that one. Heidi Newcomb says that's the trial we need. January 6th, ASAP. Yes. No, do not encourage anyone to drink the poison Kool-Aid. Ever. Not even as a joke. No. Mm-mm. I know, Dave. Everything's going to be great. This is going to be great. I'm just juggling a lot today. But when you have a daily live stream, this is what happens. That's okay. So, hang on. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, good. Now things should be quiet. All right. Let's look at the cards. Oh, this is good. Okay. Kristen. Hey, uncover the news, please. Yes, nicely. Anyway. All right, there's more. Okay. Yes, Valley Sergeant, our cat herder has returned. Yes. All right, at 38.25. 38.25. Oh, gosh. Ugh. All right, so Trump's VP, I'm not entirely convinced he's going to choose anybody. I mean, I guess it'd have to eventually, but I don't see why he wouldn't put this off as long as possible. But anyway, so speaking at the town hall, the Fox News town hall on Tuesday, Trump confirmed that his short list of VP picks, so no guarantee, but the short list is Trump's possible VPs: Vivek Ramaswamy, Ron DeSantis, Tim Scott, Byron Donalds, Tulsi Gabbard, and Kristi Noem. I know those names except for I've heard the name. Byron Donalds. That kind of stinks. I like the name Byron. Oh, him. He is a U.S. representative. Him. Okay. Yeah, you're not missing much. All right, if you don't know either. So, glorious, huh? And apparently Stefanik, she's all annoyed because she wasn't listed. Bernadette Smith says, what, no Don Jr.? Mm-hmm. And Kevin is saying not a chance. It'll be Dumpy Jr. Sniffy and Sniffy Jr. Yep. Trump's VP pick. What can we find out here? What's in the collective energy about Trump's VP pick? I will fall over. You will see me flat out on the floor here if Trump chooses a black VP. That man is racist from the top of his candy floss fake hair to the tips of his lifted toes. Judgment. Oh. Okay. I choose you, Pikachu. No. King of Pentacles. Yeah, who can bring the money? Who isn't? Who just said something in the chat about... Yes, Amy Jones. Tim Scott has a lot of campaign money that he can give. He doesn't. Don't hold your breath. Because when Trump chooses a VP, that VP also starts getting attention. And who knows, if that person's running for other office somewhere, they might get some of Trump's donations, or what Trump sees as his donations. The narcissism will not allow that. The money. Who's got the money? And he wants somebody from Central Casting. Someone who is willing to go with every last bit of his corruption. But he's corrupt toward these people too. And he's going to make them dance for a long time. And the strength here, it's just... Dance, flunkies, dance. That's what it's going to be for months. And whatever happened to crazy lady from Arizona? I don't miss her, but she was all over this, I thought. But okay. So is Trump going to... 3 cards. Is Trump going to choose a WASP male as VP? Bernadette says, did you say flunkies or monkeys? I said flunkies, actually. Dave? Well, we know whoever he's going, if he does pick somebody, we know that person's not going to have a huge, glorious future. You're going to be saddled with this Trump stuff forever, as you should. I'm really not getting a lot of anything. Joyce Matthew says, I don't think he'll pick a VP. I'm not getting a lot of energy. I'm getting, if he did, I'm not sure that there are any white males who are willing to kiss his feet as much as he wants. And it's just gross seeing what some of the other people are saying. Ugh, I thought it was bad with Pence saying it was such a saying it was such a blessing to work with him and all of that. I thought that was bad. Then I heard Tim Scott and all these other people talking about Trump, and it was like, oh, really, really? Oh, that's disgusting. Exactly. Mystic Dax. Tim Scott's rear end kissing is embarrassing. True. Oh, thank you, Amelia. Thank you. Thank you. It's very kind. All right, I'm just going to. Amelia says the first black VP, Trump couldn't stand him getting that adulation. Ding. Ding, 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 ding. Carrie Lake. That was her name. And frankly, by the time I said he's going to put it off, but mostly what I've got for Dumpy is he's got other problems. He's got legal problems. The emperor, you have to be emperor, but he's got big legal problems raining on his parade. So yeah, don't hold your breath on this one. Anyway, Kristen specifically wanted at 46:45 wanted to know, will Trump's plane be seized? All right, as longtime viewers know, I was on the very fringe edges of the aviation industry for a number of years. I was married to a commercial pilot. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. I was married to a commercial pilot for 20 years. I worked at the front desks at both the flight school and also at the place where the private planes come in at an airport. And so I've, I do not fly myself. I have been given a couple of lessons, which was fun. Yes, I hit my wake when I went in the circle. That was fun. Hit my own wake. That was cool. But you hear a lot. You hear a lot about aviation. And the thing about Trump's plane is those big planes, number one, they're a lot older than you think they are in general. All of them. They tend to be a lot older than you think they are. Two, the maintenance on them is astronomical. And there are a lot of reasons for that. And one of them is that every last piece on that plane has to be specially approved by the FAA. So even down to the tiniest little pieces, you can't, like, if the mechanic runs out of a type of bolt or whatever it is, they can't go down to Lowe's or Home Depot and get the equivalent. No, it has to be specialized, and therefore the price is higher. It is so stupidly expensive to keep these planes operating, and especially private planes. And it is just the amount of money that the people who have their own private planes like this, the amount of money they sink into these things. Oh gosh. So if Letitia James is going to seize something of Trump's, take a building. Go for the buildings first. Seriously, I wouldn't even bother with the planes. You can't. The only good really taking the plane would do is I would enjoy watching Trump fly commercial. That would please me. Unless he has some sucker somewhere who's going to loan him their personal jet. But so I just wanted to tell you about that with the plane thing. It's not like if somebody has like a Lamborghini, it's usually sitting in a garage most of the time. It's, you can buff it with a diaper and whatever. And a plane's different. Whole different level of money pit. So, Page of Cups. King of Pentacles, Devil. Can you say corrupt businesses? Oh, okay. I did not expect that. Yeah, Sharon, let's just do a public service announcement for any females sitting near him. Yeah, exactly. Businessman, corruption. Corrupt businessman. Ding, 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 ding. His very false victory. His corruption that made him successful, make him look successful. But here's the thief, because all of this has been exposed. And this feels like, it's not literal, but this feels like Trump walking. The fool is technically about to, or very likely to, walk off that cliff. And some people will tell you, oh, there's actually another ledge. You know, there's actually another ledge like down here. But it's a leap of faith, or it's something nice, but not necessarily. We don't actually know. And that could very well be falling from a height, as in back down to earth. So he really could lose that plane. Yes, Jay James, I much prefer that. Donald with the ticket on Con Air. I love that. I love that. Let's do that. This is good. This man being held accountable. It is what we've been waiting for years. I know I've been waiting for it. I know you have too, but years been waiting, and this is so good. This is like fine chocolate, and this is like fine vegan chocolate I can eat. Kelly says con bus. Who was it? It was Cheryl Clark said, I alone can fix it. Not his plane. No, you have to all kind of credentials for that. Anyway. All right. I did want to, before I go, I've got a bunch of questions here I'm going to roll over to tomorrow. I'm sorry things were so over the top today, just chaotic. But this happens when you've got a daily, and I mean daily, live stream. I am literally here every day. Anyway, but there's one thing I did want to point out to you. At 53 minutes, I was looking at Yulia Navalnaya. I'm still getting hold of the Navalny. His wife is Navalnaya. I'll get there. It'll take me a little while, but I will get there. I will. Anyway, I found it really interesting. So there's something I just wanted to point out to you about her chart, and I wanted to read on her because I've said this before that I don't have a graphic for it, but there in the astrology there is what's called a north node, and it looks like an upside down horseshoe. The kind where they say don't hang it that way because all the luck will run out. That's what it looks like, right? And there's one. You have a north node and a south node. It has to do with where the moon is intersecting the plane of the earth. It doesn't matter. In astrology, what it means is your north node is what you are here to do. I think of it as your work order. What are you, like, you're a plumber. Now, are you going to be working on a castle? Okay, your north node is in Leo. Are you going to be working on like super technological stuff? Your north node's going to be in Aquarius. That kind of stuff. Now, of course, it's more complicated than that. My north node is in Aquarius, but it's technology, but it's a lot of equality, which I really push and really talk about, and charity and equality and that kind of stuff. Anyway. And what is your north node is it's kind of what you're not comfortable with, because usually it's what's at your south node is where you're coming from. And so usually that sign is like, I was like, my parents, industrial strength Catholics, as Darren put it. In Chinese astrology, both of my parents are dragons. And all of my life, they've been like two, giant oak trees that have grown together, and they're like two giant live oak trees that have just grown together. And and disagreeing with them when I was growing up was a little bit like trying to row an ocean liner. Okay. Well, my south node is in Leo. And that's what I came from. And they raised me wanting me to be alpha female. They raised all three of us, because I'm three of three. It's three girls. I'm three of three. And I wasn't entirely comfortable with that, but I can do it if I have to. But I'd rather be talking about how our souls are all equal and how we need to help each other and all of this kind of thing. My north node is in Aquarius, the opposite side of equality. Right? So that's what I need to focus on. And the more you focus on where the kinds of things in the sign of your north node, you are likely to find out where your north node is and go, oh God, I don't know. That doesn't sound like fun. Yeah, that's the point. You will be comfortable with what's on your south node. North node, but the universe will reward you when you work in that area. When I focus on Aquarian things, freedoms, equality, technology, that sort of thing, the universe rewards me. And it was hard, but that's your work order in this life. Now, I've explained all of that. Yulia Navalnaya. I'll get there. I'm going to be... Oh, Dabs, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. My sisters are prettier than I am. Yulia Navalnaya's chart, her north node is within just a few degrees of Uranus. Uranus, the planet Uranus, rules Aquarius, but Uranus is the rebel, the revolutionary, the person who thinks outside the box, will not accept the status quo. She is here to fulfill that role. And there are many people who have been talking about how since her husband was murdered, that really they worked together, and she would edit everything he wrote, and they crafted his messages together. And he did not want to be a revolutionary in exile, but she's willing to do that. So, but I just thought it was so interesting that her north node is within a few degrees of Uranus, which means her whole reason for being here, she's fulfilling it. So that was really interesting. Mary Smith says, I'm concerned for her. Oh, yes. Oh, Amanda, you are a sweetheart. Thank you. No, I have beautiful sisters. So. I have beautiful sisters, I have handsome nephews, and I have adorable cats. All right. Oh, this poor woman. I mean, you just want to pour some kind of soothing balm on her heart. Just My man X says she has vowed to get Putin, and I hope she succeeds. Oh, she's going to rain on his parade. Lainey Greenwood says sending her positive energy. That is an excellent idea. Yes, I just want to... Her and their children, and the people close to them, bless them. Bless them. Divine Spirit, pour your energy down on them and through them. Comfort them. Bless. Okay. Oh. Whew. Guess who the devil card is? Well, now. And by the way, Putin is not finished, let's say, doing his version of justice in foreign countries, because very recently there was a dissident in Spain who was just unalived. Yeah. Absolute, utter corruption of the devil. Guess who? Who put this poor man in isolation and a gulag in Siberia. The biggest thing Navalny worked on was exposing the corruption, exposing Putin's corruption, showing the videos, the drone videos of it wasn't like $1 billion house that Putin got for himself, and then Medvedev, I can never pronounce his name either, but that's because I don't like him. Medvedev, anyway, his house, to the point where it was such a big deal, and he had so much stuff in this gargantuan house, and even there was an artificial pond, and there was this surprisingly elaborate little duck house in the middle of this artificial pond. So after that, when there were protests, people would show up with rubber duckies. That's what that was about. The corruption. And she's not going to give up. She is not going to give up. It is this. This feels like essentially a fight to the death. Not in the sense that they're going to go, fisticuffs in the Kremlin, but either his agents take her out, or she will hound him until his dying day, and she will do whatever it takes. And when she's done, I think her children will do it too. Putin should not have made this enemy. The energy off of this is Medvedev. Thank you, Visualize 70. Oh, these are not. No. He should not have made. These are not these are not the enemies you want. No. Yeah. Nope. Oh boy. I was amazed. Now, I know that Navalny himself, Alexei Navalny, he was not, let's just say he wasn't a perfect man. However, he did not deserve the way he was treated. And there's a reason I was going to say that. There's a reason I brought that up. It's gone. It'll come to me. How successful will she be? Well, he better try hard, because she's going to get a lot of attention, and she's going to keep a lot of attention, and she's going to expose a lot. Happy families in Russia. Just fighting for these possibilities, fighting for democracy, fighting for an end to the corruption, an end to the dictatorship. Putin will ultimately have more trouble from protesters. That's why he's so afraid of them, is what this feels like. I'm getting that protesters are going to be Putin's biggest problem. But she's not someone you want to. That was I was going to say. Alexei Navalny, every time I read on him, I have never read on anybody who has been so focused and energetic and completely heck bent. It's a daytime show. I try to keep things very clean around here. Absolutely focused in a way, and a fighter, and never give quarter, and never give up, and never, doesn't matter. You can poison him. You could do whatever. And there was nothing that was going, they had to do a lot to get rid of him. And what it feels like is she's the same way. So Putin, who has the energy of a serial killer, not smart. It's really stupid to be a dictator. I'm serious. It's stupid. You don't want to be a dictator. You think you do. You think, oh, I know best. You end up having to kill people, and people trying to kill you, and you start wars, and there's all this suffering. For what? Let people vote. Good grief. I don't get it. Anyway. All right. Yes, he can't arrest everyone. Who said that? Hang on. Oops. I have to use this to go up. The up arrow doesn't work. Amy Jones. Yes, you can't arrest everyone. Yeah. All right. Well, it is, oh gosh, I've really been talking a lot today and making up for lost time when I was dealing with the kitties. All right. It's 1:19 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I will be over on the Creative Sprints channel. If you ever want some encouragement for whatever projects you've got going on, that's the place to be. So I'll be over on Creative Sprints starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon as usual. And Saturday night, today's Thursday, Saturday night is our monthly Patreon social. So it's a private live stream. Links in the description box if you're thinking about becoming a patron. I don't have super expensive tiers for what it's worth. And this week, I want to have a discussion about, I believe we're going to be talking about some people I've known who think they've actually seen death, like figure of, and a report that Sarah told me about children all around the world and their views on what God looks like. It's just really interesting stuff. So that's going to be Saturday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Also, small thing for patrons. A little heads up. We're everything's normal this month. Starting next month, it's going to be an hour earlier. It's going to start an hour earlier. So it's going to be, starting next month, it's going to be from 7 to 9 p.m. Okay, but we'll get there. All right. Oh, hello, Hilda. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll be on Creative Sprints. Sarah will be a little late, but I'll be there. I think I covered a lot. All the other questions I'll roll over to tomorrow. Saturday is also the full moon. I've had an overlay waiting for that for weeks. I should save this for the full moon. Yes. Anyway, I will quit now, but I will be right back here tomorrow. I'm literally here every day. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You're not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right. Take care, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.